So you want to know how to deal with Loc Frizz. If you do, then keep on watching. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Maz777 Naturals. If you are interested in locks, fitness, skincare, or just general chit chats, then do consider subscribing to this channel, and do not forget to click that bell. Subscribe. Today's video we're going to discuss about Loc Frizz. I had a subscriber who wants to know how she could deal with Loc Frizz, so let's get started. So frizz can begin to form from between 6 to 9 months of your lock journey. When our hair was natural, obviously we brushed it, we combed it, we styled it, did various things to our hair. But once we begin to lock our hair, then the strands of hair begins to show through the lock. Even now, if you look at my locks, you can see frizz right there. Now, what causes frizz? A few things. It can be if you've got like thick natural hair and then you lock it, then the frizziness will form. Lifestyle, if you go to the gym, if you sweat a lot, if you play sports, you're gonna get Loc Frizz. So if any of you don't know, I've had my locks for like 16 years now, and in the beginning of my lock journey, between about 6 to 9 months, I had frizz. Now my friend Debbie, she loved my hair in that frizzy stage, and I hated it. I was like, what is this? What's all this frizz? It was like, and it was a lot thicker than what it is now, and all the frizz was like all round the lock, and it was just like, to me it looked messy, but to other people, they loved it. They thought it looked wonderful, you know. So everyone sort of looks at locks differently. Some people like that look and some people don't. So basically, how do you prevent Loc Frizz? Well, if your locks are not matured, then you can't really prevent it. It's going to be there until your locks are fully matured. When your locks are fully matured, then you won't notice the frizz as much. But when you're in the beginning of your lock journey, then obviously the hairs down the shaft of the locks is going to take time to mature and sort of form around the lock. So how you can prevent frizz would be basically making sure it's well moisturized, using oil down the shaft of your locks, making sure you smooth it out. When you wash your hair, make sure that you use a t-shirt, not a towel, because when you use a towel and then you're drying your hair, you're causing friction, hence more Loc Frizz. So yeah, use a t-shirt, and you can also put your hair into protective style. You can have it in twist, 2-strand twist. Have it in lock knots or China bumps, as I like to call them, or you could do protective styling where you comb roll your locks, those sort of things. Also, make sure that you tie your hair down. With a silk head wrap or scarf or a satin pillowcase, that can eliminate frizz. Because if you sleeping on cotton sheets and you turning in the night time, then obviously your hair is getting friction and causing frizz. This is so annoying. This is a lock. What the end fell off. Let's just be honest, it just broke the ends of this lock. Because if anyone doesn't know my story about my colouring experience, then click on the video above to find out why my hair was breaking because of the colour. So this is what's happening here. This ends of this came off and I didn't want to attach it back, so I left it, and now it's annoying me. It keeps sticking up. Right, it's tucking it under because I keep seeing it sticking up. Anyway, another thing what people do to eliminate frizz is to palm roll all the way down the lock, but I don't think that really eliminates it because it'll still stick out eventually. Or they would interlock the lock, pull the hairs in. To me, that's all long. Just leave it. It's gonna. Or what you could do, you could spray it with water and just wrap the loose hairs around the lock. That's what I used to do actually. I used to just wrap it around, just wrap it around, moisturize it, leave it alone, and eventually I trained it to stay in place. So that's another thing you can do. Having locks, if you've decided to have locks, then, and you're used to having your hair neat. Before I had locks, I was used to my hair like being proper sleek and neat. But if that's the look you're wanting to achieve with locks, then I don't think you're ready for locks, because locks is not that kind of hairstyle. You know, sometimes it will naturally be frizzy, form some sort of frizz. So yeah, just if you follow what I've spoke about in this video, then Loc Frizz should be eliminated. Those sort of things to help minimize the look of frizz. But basically you just have to go through that stage in order to have mature frizz-free locks. And you never really have frizz-free locks. You're going to have some sort of frizz. Even me now, 16 years down the line, I still have frizz. You won't be able to see it as much as at the beginning of my journey, but it's still there. It's just that you don't notice it as much. So let me tell you what you should never ever do to your locks to eliminate frizz. Should I tell you what you shouldn't do? Never, 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 I'll say it again, never use these. Do not use scissors to trim down the lock. Never. Do not do it. Don't do it. Don't. I've seen this done before. I've seen people use scissors to supposedly trim off the Loc Frizz. But what do you think is going to happen if you keep doing that? I'll tell you what's going to happen. Your locks will get thin. Your locks will get damaged. Not a good idea. Do not give your locks the lock snip. Just leave it. Go through the process. You know, it can take between 6 to 9 months to 2 years to get your locks fully matured. So why rush the process? Why risk damaging your locks? Don't do it, please. Do not use scissors on your locks. Just leave it. Go through the process. Do protective styles. Make sure your locks are moisturized. Limit frizz with using a t-shirt instead of a towel to dry your hair when you wash it. And basically just chill. Go through the journey. Your locks will be frizz-free when they're matured. Everybody's locks are different. me personally feel that the best hair for locks is the really coarse hair. Once that's locked, it seals like quickly all the way down and it looks so neat. That's my personal take on it. When your locks are a bit more softer texture, you get fleece, your hair will fleece out, it will just fleece, and it will take time to mature, but it will mature eventually. It just takes some people's hairs longer to mature than others. So all I would say to you is just enjoy the journey. Don't worry about the frizz too much, it will limit itself eventually. Just enjoy the journey. So thank you for watching my video. Do subscribe to this channel, do comment in the box below. I do like connecting with you guys, as you know. I will return your comments eventually. And stay blessed, stay beautiful, and stay uniquely you. And I'll see you all in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.